Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Cause I've been living life right like I...
Okay, we're now looking at the results for the Spot On Hawk pellets from iHunter. These weigh 10.34 grains, exactly the same as the JSB at the same weight, or the day state ones at the same weight. They look the same, but will they be as accurate? Well, I've shot them through the Reximex Myth Lite, discounted the first shot because I just filled the rifle up, so that was really low, and then it basically bounced up to what we've got now. So it gave an average of 705 feet per second, a low of 694 feet per second, a high of 712, which was a spread of 18, and a standard deviation of 4.3. So if we look at the graph, you can see it's fairly flat graph there over the 13 shots. Now this is an unregulated rifle. I will regulate it and we'll see how good we can get this rifle with a regulator in it. So moving to foot poundage, this gives us an average of 11.4 foot pounds, a low of 11, a high of 11.6, so basically spot on for that. Obviously if it's regulated we can iron the lows, hopefully over a set amount. But yeah, not too bad over the chronograph. Pretty one-hole grouping, so there didn't seem to be any flies. Wasn't very far away, but hopefully that will be the same when I shoot at the target. There's a view of the pellet trap that I was shooting at anyway. So looking at the target where I was chronographing at, see the one hole eye up, because there's only about 6 yards away. You can see the drop there, but they've all grouped in the same hole, which they should have been doing. Let's see how we do at an actual target. If it does well, it's a good pellet to get, especially for ratting and stuff. Heavy pellet, plenty of mass, and really good value. Okay then, the pellets did well in the chronograph test, but will they do well in the accuracy test? We're about to find out. So, safety on. They're in. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in a bit. Fire a shot on the cord. We'll see where the impact is. I'll make 0 through that. There we go. That's low. Let's see how close we are to it now. Fire another shot in the middle. Okay. Right, going to fire at that point of impact now. Same at the bottom point of impact. Every now and again it'll shoot high. I'm going to have to weigh the pellets, see what the variation in weight is. Right. Okay. See, some of these are grouping, and then you get a fly. I'm going to have to weigh them out into batches. Starting to group. No. So half of them have gone where I was aiming, and the rest are all over the place. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to weigh the pellets up, see what the variation in weight is, and I'll come back to it. All I can think of is the fact that these are a harder pellet than the JSBs, which is a softer lead. Probably grip the barrel better and get a better accuracy. It's a shame, because if they work straight out of the tin, that'd be fantastic. So you've got a 50-50 chance whether it's going to go where you're aiming at or not, and that's not good enough. 50-50 is not good enough. So I'm going to weigh them into batches and get the nearest batch to the weight, and then we'll test those and see if they group any better, or if they still, you get flies. I mean, sometimes it just means it needs a lot of leading in, but not good so far. Okay then, so there's the pellets. As you can see, they don't look too bad when you look at them. So I've been weighing some, and these are the results I've got. So on the far right, I've got one pellet at 10 grains. Next to that is 10.2. Next to that, it's 10.3. Now there's 6 magazines full there. So to the left of that, you got 10.5. To the left of that, 10.6, and the final one at the far left is a 10.8 grain. So yeah, they do vary. Majority are around 10.3. Now the scales I'm using only go to 1 decimal point, not 2, so I'm not going to get 10.34 anyway. But looking at that, they're more on the heavier side than the lighter side. So there's 2, 4, 6 magazines worth at 10.3, 3 magazines just a bit over in 10.5 grains, then we've got 1.5 magazines at 10.6. So that will make a slight difference, but not a lot of difference. But what I'll do, I'm going to fire the 10.3 grain pellets now, and we'll see if all the same weight makes much of a difference. Now the only thing I can think of that might make these go off a bit is the skirt of the pellets at the bottom. On the side, they're not always flat, it can be a bit off, so that will make a difference. If it's not flush all the way around, if it's a bit off, it's going to send the pellet off. So that's the only thing I can think of that will send this pellet off. So it's all about quality control really. So quality control wise, I've got them all the same weight anyway. I'm going to fire the 10.3s and we'll see where we get with them. Okay, we're going to start again. 10.3 grains. First one's going to be a magazine. I'm going to single shot load and see if that improves things. I'm going to take a new shot. So that's a new point of aim. It's not slipping on this mat. That's it. Okay. So now let's try the single shot loader. I don't think it's going to make much difference. It's worth a try. It might just need a lot more lead down the barrel, I don't know. We'll use that this time. Well, so far so bad. Really worse than the magazine. If it's a clover leaf like that all the time, it'd be alright. But it ain't. So I think the answer to the question is they look the same, they weigh the same, but are they as accurate as a JSB Heavy, same weight? No. So definitely more the lead, more like H&N. I think what's upsetting it is the skirts. That's what's doing it. So it's worth a try. I'll make the mistakes so you don't have to. So there we go. That's a spot on hawks, 10.34 grains. No good through this barrel. It was it. Oh, will it be through yours? For £5 a tin, it's worth finding out.
'Cause I've been living life Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah.